In which of the following conditions is used to determine the stable equilibrium of a partially submerged floating bodies? So the four options given to us is center of buoyancy must be above the center of gravity, center of buoyancy must be below the center of gravity, metacenter must be higher level than the center of gravity, and the fourth one is metacenter must be lower level than the center of gravity. Now let's understand the concept of stability of partially submerged floating body using the help of suitable diagrams. Now imagine this body as a partially submerged floating body. Okay, so let this be the water level or some fluid level. The vertical line passing through the center of gravity, let's say here G, and the center of buoyancy, let's say B. So at center of gravity, the weight will be acting, W, and at center of buoyancy, the buoyant force Fb will be acting. In this case, buoyant force is balancing this weight of this body, and we say that the body is in equilibrium. Okay, so this is the equilibrium position of this body. Now this figure on the right illustrates the situation after the body undergoes a small deflection theta with respect to the vertical axis. The center of gravity G, it will remain unchanged and the weight will keep on acting at this point, so it's W. In this figure, if we say this is the left side and this is the right side, so the volume of water is will be equal in both sides, right? But here if we see, the amount in the right side will be higher as compared to the left side, right? So left side will only have this much, right? This hashed part. And right side, if we see this, the immersed volume will increase. Here the immersed volume is equal to the left as well as in the right side. So since there is increase in volume, the immersed volume to the right side, what happens? The center of buoyancy, this was the earlier position of center of buoyancy, B. Right, now it will move towards right, okay, and it moves to a new position called, let's say it B dash. Okay, so here the buoyant force is acting now at this point B dash, so let's write FB dash. Now let's say this line, this vertical line on which the FB dash acts, intersect with the BG axis at this point, let's say this point is M. Okay, so this point right here where these two axes intersect, let's say this point be M. For small angular displacement theta, the point M is practically constant in position and is known as metacenter. So M is called metacenter. Okay, so this M right here, this is called metacenter. Now in this figure, if you observe that M is above G and the couple acting on the body in its displaced position, that means this position, is a restoring couple. So it's a restoring couple because of FB. Let's write, we can represent it here also, and it will bring the body to its original position. This couple, let's say C, it will bring the body to its original position, and we can see here M lies above G. Since the body will come back to its original position, this configuration is called stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium. Okay. Now if suppose the metacentric height, or if this M is below G, then it will create a overturning couple and the original equilibrium will be unstable. So if M is below G, the body will be unstable equilibrium. So the body will be in unstable equilibrium. And if M coincides with G, we'll say the body is in neutral equilibrium. If M is on G or coincides with G, we say the body is in neutral equilibrium. Neutral equilibrium. Therefore, we can say that for floating bodies, the stability is determined not simply by relative position of B and G. Okay, So B and G simply cannot determine the position of equilibrium, rather by the relative position of M and G. So the position of M and G actually decides whether the body is in stable equilibrium or unstable equilibrium or neutrally stable, depending upon the position of M with respect to G. Okay, so we can also write here one expression for additional work. We can write that Gm is equal to Bm minus Bg, where Gm is called the metacentric height, and if Gm is greater than 0, that means M is above G, we say the body is in stable equilibrium. Okay, when Gm is 0, right? So if Gm is 0, so M coincides with G, M will be on G. Okay, and this we call neutral equilibrium. Okay, so the body is in neutral equilibrium. And if Gm is lesser than 0, that means M is below G. So this time we call unstable equilibrium. Now let's go back to the question and choose the correct answer. Now in this question it was asked the condition of stable equilibrium, right, for partially submerged floating body. So now we have seen it does not depend only on the position of center of buoyancy and center of gravity, but on metacenter and center of gravity. So option A and B are incorrect. Metacenter must be higher level than the center of gravity. So option C is the correct choice, right? That's how only it will create a restoring couple which will bring the body into its original equilibrium position. To get detailed information on floating bodies, like the partially submerged floating bodies or fully submerged floating bodies, and on the derivation of metacentric height, you can refer to the NPTEL course, lecture number 6, Buoyancy, Metacenter, Stability and Rigid Body Motion on Fluid Mechanics by Professor S. Datta of the Department of Civil Engineering at IIT Guwahati.